Hello and thanks for joining me. Well, next week project will be on the cataract lathe. I'm waiting for an arbor on the tailstock and I got a project I need to do on it. I'm getting really excited about that. I got the tailstock working really well. Took some slop out of it. But today we're going to do a review on this ultrasonic cleaner from VEVOR. The plan is to do the review and ship it to Knoxville, Tennessee to a makerspace that my friend Billy volunteers at. It's a non-profit organization. It's a really neat concept. People pay dues and they go in and use the machine tools, the woodworking tools, electronics, crafting area. They got laser cutters, CNC. He's working on a CNC router right now. Really cool place. I took a tour of it. But Billy said they got an ultrasonic cleaner. It's not quite this big, and it works really well for doing cleaning machine parts. I've had a little one. It seemed kind of useless to me, but then again, I couldn't fit a big part in it. So we're going to do the review on this and then ship it to Billy. Anyway, let's get started. I'm gonna have to save all the packing so I can ship it back to him, or ship it to Billy. Definitely heavy. Looks well packed. I need to be sure and keep all the packing intact. Hey, comes with instructions. I like that. All stainless steel covered with this film. I'll worry about that later. Power cord. Cheap little hose. I suspect that's for a drain. Nice cleaning basket. Make sure you can see all this. Yeah, that's a good sized cleaning basket. Fit quite a bit in that. Very nice. Check this out. All kinds of controls to figure out there. It's got a drain on this side. Doesn't really look like that fits in there anyway. No idea. Maybe that's a siphon. Anyway, it looks like standard pipe thread there. Next step is to read this manual, and then through the magic of video, I'll be with you in a minute. Okay, the instructions were really brief, but it looks fairly straightforward. Got the power switch on the back next to the cord. It says to fill it up 2/3 full with water before you turn it on or plug it in, so we'll do that first. Well, I don't know if that's 2/3 full, but by the time I put what I'm cleaning in there, it may be. And I'm adding something called spray power, crown spray cleaner. I have no idea how much to add. I did read one time that ultrasonic cleaners work better if they have some kind of water wetter in there to transmit the ultrasonic signal. Well, let's power it up. Temperatures in centigrade. 100 degrees centigrade is boiling, so temperature up. I see 21 is the set point and it's actual 19. Oh, it tops out at 80 degrees. That's cool. Minutes cleaning, 10 minutes. That's turning the heater on. Kind of curious how long it takes for the heater to heat up. It's quite a bit of fluid in there to heat up. Wow, makes more noise than I thought. Anyway, let's load it up with the, while we're waiting for it, let's load it up with some stuff to clean. I've kind of got a feeling that we should have started out with warm water. The heater's probably just to maintain temperature. See, I've got a steady rest from my Harding that I've never cleaned up. Got an old pulley. And another old pulley. Well, we're still at 19 degrees, which doesn't surprise me. I'm going to give it 20 minutes, see if it warms up. Well, it's been about 10 minutes and it still hasn't heated up. So I'm going to go ahead and turn it on and see what it does. Probably kind of hard to see on the video, but it's definitely moving some dirt around. It's been running about 2 minutes, I guess. So it's heating up fairly rapidly. Well, I'm going to put the lid on it and let it do its thing for a while. I got it set for 8 minutes. We'll see what it does after about 8 minutes. I started out at 10 minutes. Okay, after about 10 minutes, I turned it up to 20 minutes. Increased the time to 20 minutes total. I think it'd be better to start with hot water. Obviously it's done something. I'm going to pull a piece out of there to see what it looks like. Well, it's definitely cleaned it. Hard to say exactly how much. Oh yeah. It's done really well on that. Tell you what, I'm going to leave it in there another 20 minutes and see how the temperature goes up. It is actually heating now because I can hear it heating. So that answered the question. It does heat without the ultrasonic on. So let's increase the time to 20 minutes again. And maybe that it'll get close to 80 degrees. Okay. You can hear the heater going. It's still heating up. It's been about 30 minutes total. I checked the parts at about 20 minutes and it was doing good. Let's see what 30 minutes will do. It's got up to 50 degrees from 19 degrees Celsius to 50 degrees in 30 minutes. It went up to 51 just now. But 50 degrees is a little warmer than I thought. Not used to thinking in Celsius. So let's take a look at what kind of job it did. Yeah, that's pretty warm. Very warm. Wow. That is way better than I expected. And a lot of that stuff you see on there is just sitting on the surface too. Of course, to get it really clean, I should have taken it apart. And of course, it won't take rust off. I cleaned that up really good. I think this right here is like leftover belt residue. Probably rubber. It's loose on there though. This here was mostly rust. It's clean, but it didn't take the rust off, obviously. Wow, that's pretty nice. This here, I think, was just mostly rust anyway. Yeah, it did leave some dirt. It didn't say anything about using solvent, but I really don't think you're supposed to use solvent in an ultrasonic. May have to do some investigating on that. But overall, fairly impressed. Well, sorry, Billy, you're out of luck. I'm going to keep it. I'm just kidding. Well, that about wraps it up. I'm fairly impressed. It's probably going to be useful at the makerspace in Knoxville. It's a little more powerful than I thought, draws more current than I thought. It's 1100 watts, 500 watts for the heater and 600 watts for the ultrasonic. And the Celsius kind of threw me off. 50 degrees Celsius is 113, 122 Fahrenheit. Can't remember. Anyway, it's a little warmer than I thought it was. Definitely hot when you put your hands in it. Anyway, that about wraps it up. Thanks for joining me. Be sure to subscribe and ring that bell. Oh, and the link's down below.